Aloha, friends. Welcome to Moonday Messages with Shamansi. This is Shamansi, and I wanted to take a moment to just connect with the waters today. I was ready to get on camera, and Spirit told me, get out into nature. And when I asked where, I specifically was hearing the ocean, the natural waters. Okay, so the natural waters have been coming through so heavily the last few weeks. And I heard that the natural waters recently received an upgrade. So any kind of flowing water, whether that's a river, a stream, ocean, through the waves, any kind of flowing natural water has received an upgrade. And as you can see, the sun codes are coming through there on those waves as well. So such a lovely view to start off with. And just getting out and connecting with them. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to necessarily jump in. Although if you do jump in the water, it will be, they're just telling me, more cleansing than ever. It just a real nourishment for the body, for the mind, for the soul. But if you don't want to get into the water, or for some reason you are not able to, being near the water and breathing in the oxygen, the negative ions that are coming off of the water, is just as good, and you will receive the same frequency upgrades and codes through breathing in the water. Now, the breath has also been coming through very strongly for the past few weeks. And when I've tapped into that further and I've asked what is going on with the breath, it seems like so many people that I'm connecting to lately are not breathing deeply. They're having a hard time. They are holding their breath throughout the day. What's going on with the breath? And I got that there is so much going on with the, I'm just going to say the air, what's going on with clouds or false, I'm just going to call them false clouds. I'm sure those of you who have watched my videos have an idea of what I'm talking about. But there's been a lot going on where these false clouds are coming in and literally sucking oxygen out of the air. And it has become harder and harder to connect with life force energy, right? The air, the waters, the sun. So they're saying if you can get near the waters and breathe in the oxygen that's coming through these negative ions through the water, it will be very, very healing and refreshing for you. So here I am at this lovely little spot, connecting with the water and filling into these codes, these frequencies that are coming through. So, okay, now that we've dropped in, I'm going to go ahead and open up, and there's some channeling that wants to come through, so I'm going to allow it. Manakasha nanata define manata tonoshta kinyanana. Arafata manashkitini ananatasline. Yarafata manakapatush tununatitiski ananayane. Ete femine katashtatana tumanetikianana. Arasatufu mananetitikitianana. Tatatoshunanamna. Oh, they're saying be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with self. There is a lot of moving pieces right now. Many, many upgrades are coming through, and these upgrades, they're telling me, are multi-dimensional. They are not happening in one frequency. They are happening in multiple levels. So there is a lot that is moving through these spaces and places right now. And they're reminding me, when you come out of the astral, there's a lot that's being cleared through the astral space. When you come out of the astral space, meaning your dream time, your deep, deep rest, make sure that you're getting up and clearing the air. Whether that means putting on some joyful music, opening up some windows, letting some light and some fresh air in, Maybe it means lighting something like copal, palo santo, maybe even sage, or just getting some new frequencies moving through your space. That could happen by clapping your hands or snapping your fingers. So they're saying allow yourself to start to move through these energies when you come out of the astral, so you are uh, not stuck in that vibration. Now they're showing me these waves and how aggressively they're rolling through. There are a lot of yes, they're saying this, the waves that we are rolling through right now are, they may feel aggressive and they're short-lived. So we are processing things through things much faster. And because of that, you might feel more tired. You might have some fatigue. You may get some, I'm getting like a headache, like where the third eye space would be, some ringing in the ears, some alchemy, which means getting really hot, like to the point where you're sweating or you're heating up when you're in public spaces. Some purging through the body, so possibly some acne, some different marks on the body. I'll tell you for self, I've been having this like shedding, literally like my skin is shedding, almost like I went outside and got a sunburn and my skin is peeling off. Only thing is, I haven't been out in the sun for a few weeks now, and the rest of me is fine, and it just happens randomly. It's like, actually, yesterday it was my left arm, the higher part of my arm, and today it's my right arm, the lower part of my arm. So these things are happening, and thank you. They were like, okay, let's get into the bulk of what the collective is moving through right now. All right, so the apologies, I'm trying to keep this camera still for y'all. Okay, there we go. All right, so, okay, I asked what that was about. They said interruptions. That's the first thing they want me to go over. There has been a lot of interruptions lately. So if you are someone who is a light worker, who is trying to be there in support of the collective, if you create videos or content that helps support the collective and you're noticing glitches in technology, it is not only the Mercury retrograde that we are in. Now, Mercury retrograde does bring glitches in technology. It is the Mercury does rule communication, so there will be some glitches in that. However, they're telling me that it's more than that, that we're rising so fast that those that are, and those, when I say those, I mean just lower vibrational entities that are in the dark spaces, that are really trying to reach up and take us down, the light workers, to get us to not continue to raise the vibrational frequency, because once we raise out to a specific level of collective consciousness, there's no more control. There's no more power in what was. So, you know, for us to be in a space where we continue to rise and we as the people take back the power, it's a really powerful place for us to be in, and to fully just let go of what was, the old systems, the old ways of things happening, the working for the man, the trusting outside of yourself, trusting that someone with a piece of paper has more intuition over your body and your life in general, your life. I'm not saying if you need if you need advice or support from outside of yourself, it's not a bad thing. I often seek advice or support from other light workers that I'm connected with. It's not a bad thing, but know who you're connecting with and their level of consciousness, right? How awake are they? Are they still trapped in some of these old systems, this old paradigm where things just are in structure and order and in they're telling me like an order for someone else outside of yourself, right? Like the image they're giving me is like someone that works their life away and does everything they can to save up for retirement so they can enjoy their life because they've been working so hard for a company for many, many years, and they want the payout. And that's shifting now. That's shifting. We're not with the collective consciousness and the way that things are moving, there are going to be a lot of shifts, like a lot of layoffs, a lot of shifting out of the energy of doing for others that are not doing for you. Okay, so they're saying doing for others that are not doing for you. What that means is, it means if you're not getting the same amount of energy returned to you that you are putting out, there is an imbalance. And that those imbalances are starting to show up. And the feminine collective is feeling the density of this right now. So specifically for the feminine, if you are having an irregular bleed, if you are bleeding more than normal, if there are some things purging through your yoni, know that this is happening collectively. It is not you. There is nothing wrong with you. It is something that is moving through you. Now connect with your body. I always tell all the clients that I work with, no matter what I say have discernment, do what works for you. I'm just here as a guide to channel what's coming from the higher realms, what's coming from our guides and our highest selves. So check in with your body. How does your body feel? What can you do differently that's going to help you? Are you putting too much time and energy and effort into something that's not giving you the equal amount of energy back? Now, everything is energy, so maybe you are making really good money and you feel like you're getting that energy back. Maybe you have the freedom of time and you feel like you're getting your energy back there. But maybe you're not. And maybe you feel like you're putting too much time and energy and effort and leaving yourself exhausted and by the wayside. And this is where they're saying this mass awakening is happening right now. And the feminine, y'all, the feminine is pissed. This is sacred rage. This is the feminine stepping fully back into the power that was taken from her, and being in that space where she can gather everything that she needs to go ahead full force and shift the vibration back to a space of, people talk about equality, and in truth, a lot of people don't know what that means. A lot of people see equality as, this is out of balance and now we have to pump up this side so it's taking over, and in the meantime we're going to shut down the other side, right? And that's not balance. That's power. That's ego. That's coming not from your heart. It's coming from the mind control, from the programming. So as this feminine rage is being fueled and the darkness is being lifted from the masculine collective, have discernment. Check in with self. How are you feeling? What do you need? Are you getting what you need? And then they're pointing out these waves again. Ride these waves. Know that things are shifting for the better, and we always have to go through some kind of tower moment or some kind of death and rebirth before things finally shift into that next vibration. And it feels, y'all, for me, it feels like as we become higher in consciousness, it feels like the darkness tries so much harder to pull us down, and so much harder to keep us in a space where we can be controlled. And that's shifting. We're shifting out of that. So it's going to feel messy. All right, y'all. So I guess it was that time for me to get on camera, because Spirit cut out the camera on the ocean and asked me to try to muffle the sound a little bit so that the waves aren't coming in so strong. So hopefully you can hear me. And I just want to jump back into what they were saying. They're saying that things may be messy right now. They may feel heavy. There's some densities that are rolling through with these waves. And the sooner you tap into it, the faster you'll get through it. So when you're feeling that density, try to bring awareness to, is this mine or is this the collective's? If it's the collective, the rage that the feminine is feeling right now, the sacred rage that's coming through, is shifting everything that is not yours back to the sender. Return to sender. So whatever energy is not yours, this could be coming through from family members, from the friends, acquaintances, co-workers, pretty much anybody that you're connected with that has an energetic connection with you, and has at some point, they're telling me at any point throughout your life, had a connection with you. So this may be people that you don't even talk to anymore, and their energy is still attached to you. Thank you, Spirit. They wanted to bring that through because there was some interference coming in. So this interference, this trying to bring us down, trying to get us to stay in these lower level vibrations, trying to get us to tap out, to numb out, to not continue to rise up, to shut down, turn off, not do the things that we know will make us feel better, like movement and getting out into nature and connecting with people, coming into community. These things are so important right now. And if you feel yourself in resistance, it's likely that you have energies that are, or things, people, places, and things that are siphoning energy from you. So send all that shit back. It's not yours. You do not have to feel through it. You do not have to carry it. Return to sender. And this can be someone that's close to you, that you love and you support and you're there for. And it's okay to send their energy back to them and to call all of your energy back to you. The idea is that everyone is complete and whole within themselves, and we're not pulling these or siphoning these energies from each other. Okay. Oh, thank you, Spirit. They want me to go ahead and bring in, I did pull a card. It was a goddess card. So apparently this goddess card is coming out for y'all. This goddess deck is coming out for y'all on the Moonday messages, because I think this is the second time it came through. And the card that came out this time is Diana. Hopefully you can see that there. There we go. Diana. So Goddess Diana, and you see she is the huntress. You see her here with her bow and arrow. She has the stag behind her and the moons up top, the moon cycles. Now, my husband had to remind me of this the other day. He said, he told me, I said, I see you working so hard and doing things and it motivates me, and sometimes I just can't get going. And he reminded me that I am a woman, and he said, my love, I want you to remember that men have a 24-hour cycle. Men are supposed to be action and moving and getting things done. It is in their biology, in their nature. And he reminded me that women have a 28-day cycle. We cycle with the moon. So just like that card showed, the moon cycle there, you can see it. There are times where we need to absolutely be in rest. There are times when we're feeling super creative and action forward. Take advantage of those times. But listen to your body. I feel like this entire message keeps coming back to listen to your body. What is your body feeling? What is your body needing? And how can you support your body moving forward through this ascension process? Okay, they're pointing out the pelicans on the water for me. I'm not sure if you saw them in the waves before, but there are so many pelicans out here right now. And they just keep, okay, they're telling me new beginnings, new beginnings. Pelicans are the energy of new beginnings, bringing things, birthing things into existence. So maybe you've been waiting on, like you've created something and you're waiting for it to actually take off. Things are moving. Get through these waves first. The pelicans, they're on the opposite side of the waves. It's like as soon as you get through these waves, it's coming, it's happening, it's already there. They're like, look, it's already there. It's already there. There's peace and calm and stillness on the other side of those waves. And I'll put the video up again so you can see what I'm seeing right now. But they're saying it's already there. You just have to move through these waves that are coming up collectively now. It may not even be your shit. It may not even be your stuff that you're processing through. It may be that it's coming through, and what we're learning through this process is to return to sender. We no longer need to carry and process things for others, no matter how much we love them. And I learned this for the love of my husband, that when we give them back their energy and we take back ours, we're gifting them support from self, support from their highest self. We are gifting them wholeness within so that they can tap in and see what is best for themselves. And then when we are in wholeness, all of us as a collective, we can be there to support each other, to help each other through things. So it's so important to be in that space right now. But there are some big, big waves that are still moving through. Okay, and then Diana, go back to Diana, they said. So Diana, she's a huntress, a protectress. She is fearless. She travels through darkness and shadows. She is fierce and also feminine, very like soft and graceful. She is not a dark goddess. Dark goddess bring destruction and chaos to help shift through things, which I felt very much last week. But Diana, the goddess, is bringing the hunt, and the hunt for the truth, the hunt for honesty and compassion and evolution, the hunt for the things that are going to help us grow and continue to evolve through this ascension. So tap in with Goddess Diana if that is bringing resonance to you. I'm sure you can find stuff about her online. Connect to her. If you're great at just meditating and connecting on your own, ask her to come in and see if she has any messages for you. Okay, and then they're saying fearless. Yeah, again with the fearlessness. So we're moving past fear right now. As the first, they're telling me the first two waves of light workers are moving past fear. And the third wave is slow, quick. Can you give me that again? It feels like they're moving slowly, but they're quickly moving behind. Time is odd right now, y'all. It feels fast and slow at the same time. So they're telling me when it feels like things are moving slow, allow yourself to rest, allow yourself to pull back, to reconnect with nature. Be in the space where you are in that self-love, nurturing, and supporting self. And when you feel like time is moving and it's going quickly, that's the action forward. That's the get things done. That's the making things happen. So play with time. Play with what's coming through for you. Okay, and then, yeah, they're saying Diana is going to help with those of you that still carry fear. So call her in to help clear out that fear because she is bold. Speaking of bold, I was called to watch the movie Joan of Arc this AM, and I've watched it before and I know how incredible it was, and I watched it again. It's on my husband's movie list. I will link that in the description. He has some incredible movies on there. And that Joan of Arc that came through, I watched her, and the message, I don't want to ruin it for those of you who haven't tapped in, but I will say this. What I felt from it, what I felt moving forward from it, is that we're in this space right now of mental delusion, of things coming into the mind that are not ours. And Source, the creator, the divine, is asking us to trust and surrender and to not let your mind take over. If you feel like you're having too many thoughts, tap on the mind, tap on the head, all around. Get those thoughts out of your head, shake them out, whatever you need to do. Get that energy out. It is not yours. Return to sender. And tap into your heart, tap into your high heart. That is where we truly connect, and that is what lights up your intuition and connects you with Source. Okay, what else do we have? That's it. It feels there's some alchemy this week. It feels like there are some things still purging. But towards the end of the week, they're telling me with the full moon, things are going to start to push forward again. We're going to start to see a lot more movement. August is going to feel just as fast, if not faster. Like, if not, like it's moving faster than July. July felt like it came and it went. So August, they're telling me, is going to feel the same, if not faster. So get ready, because here we go. We are going to ride these waves through August and continue to rise. We are freeing ourselves from any fear, freeing ourselves from being taken down by any outside programming that's trying to come in and infect our minds, tapping into our hearts, being in the energy of wholeness and oneness, and creating community, getting back into community, even if it's just a small thing. Maybe you meet at a park or a beach and just connect. And they're just telling me little things need to start happening to move closer to community at this point. So I feel like that'll be more towards the end of the week. Oh my goodness, there are dolphins in the water. Okay, so this is part of the energy. It's like bringing in the play and the like this majestic energy once we get towards the end of the week and this full moon comes in and just illuminates everything. Y'all, these dolphins are playing so much in the water. I'm gonna end this here and see if I can capture them on video for you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. There will be a full moon reading coming up as well, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, I'm sending you so much love. Adios.